Again, a very warm welcome to the program, and it does actually feel very good to be back on the program after being off on a holiday.
I know, it's so nice to have you back.
Thank you very much. It's good to see you again.
Merci beaucoup. Et comment se sont passées vos vacances? How was your holiday?
It was great. It was lovely, you know, and also I took time to monitor and to see what was going on set with you and the ladies.
Us. That's sweet.
Yeah, I held it down really well. Yeah.
I think we did okay.
Okay, so let us begin with Mali, where some 60 political parties and associations of the Malian opposition formed a coalition on Sunday in the capital, Bamako, to achieve what they call alternation and change in the country's upcoming presidential election. The election slated for July 29 comes after 5 years of Ibrahim Boubacar Keita's presidency. Some 3,000 people attended the signing ceremony of the manifesto of this coalition, claiming that the change that they seek is important to the survival and national security of Mali.
En effet, Jerry, pour tenter de
In order to better understand the objectives of this development on the Malian political scene, we're online with Thiebele Dramé, the leader of the Party for the National Renaissance. Hello, Mr. Dramé. What is the meaning or scope do you give to this coalition?
Quel sens ou portée donnez-vous à cette coalition de l'opposition qui s'est formée au Mali?
Oui, c'est pour rassembler toutes les forces démocratiques.
It is to gather all the democratic forces of the country in order to hold the president election in the best conditions, so that there are no botched elections, so that the Malian people can express themselves freely in favor for alternation and change. Because, you see, in 2012, the state and the army collapsed. It took foreign intervention to liberate the north of Mali.
Pour pouvoir libérer le nord du Mali. Donc, après la libération du pays,
therefore, after the liberation of the country, we negotiated a peace agreement with the rebel groups. This agreement allowed the holding of the presidential election in July 2013. A president was elected, Ibrahim Boubacar Keita. The hope was immense. Malians had believed that this president would contribute to restore peace and security in our country. 5 years later, we see that there is neither peace nor security nor national reconciliation in Mali. We reach the end of the mandate. The people have a unique opportunity to change leadership, to achieve change. From this point of view, for us, change is a matter of national security. Alternation is a matter of survival for our people.
L'alternance est une question de survie pour notre peuple.
Alors, Mr.
Dramé, we're talking about a single candidacy, but not the opposition seems determined to support the candidate who will make the best score in the second round. I think that the Coalition for Alternation and Change gives a very strong signal of the will to bring together the democratic and popular forces of our country in view of alternation. So we must gather together to the maximum, not take any risks in a capital election, and of course, if there is no victory in the first round, those who have not come together in the coalition commit themselves to support in the second round the one of us who will be the best ranked. And in order for us not to do as in 2013, we have committed ourselves to developing a common minimum program for alternating a minimum government program. The one that will be elected will have no blank check. On the contrary, he makes a commitment and we will ensure that it is respected. Last question. We cannot ignore that President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita has taken many steps to bring peace to Mali, but you say he has failed. Why so? I think he failed first because he had no plan. He came without a plan, without a vision. So he groped. Everyone will tell you in Mali. All the friends of Mali will express their concerns about the situation in Mali. The whole world is at the bedside of our country. Africa is at the bedside of our country as part of the MINUSMA. Others will arrive within the framework of the G5 Sahel. This shows that Mali is raising more and more concerns, and the Malian leadership has not shown itself up to the challenge. That is why we say we must change this leadership. The Malian president, when he arrived in 2013, nobody asked him what he was going to do. So much the people trusted him. He had received a blank check. He has failed to make this international membership again for the peace and security of the Malian people. Every day blood flows. In 2016, we had more than 700 deaths in Mali, including 250 Malian soldiers and 45 international soldiers. And this first quarter 2018 record, more than 300 deaths. That means the situation is deteriorating dangerously. Thank you for your insights on our channel, Dibele Drame, leader for the Parena, Party for the National Renaissance. We were speaking to him from Mali, Bamako.
Bamako, la capitale malienne.